Welcome back, folks. It's your host, Junkyard. I'm gonna get right into it. We have new parts I'm working on. I'm working on the finer details, feet and small bits and pieces, kind of like that kidney plate, but a little bit more finaling. It's kind of nice. My real work started, which is why I'm down to every 2 weeks and really trying to get the motivation to get back down to this weekend, get some new footage. And some of my eagle-eyed viewers might notice this nice Afghan that I'm sporting. Super warm. My mother, I love you, Mom, made it for me. And she told me it's not like I'm going to put it in my video about me saying I love my mom while wearing my blanket. So, you love my mom, and I'm wearing her blanket, and it's great. I love this thing. She crochets lots of stuff, and this feeling is great. But anyway, yeah, I'm working on the feet. I got the mechanics for the feet down. I got the mechanics for the legs, so it's coming. It's coming together. It's a thing. But yeah, so see you downstairs. So this is what I got. It'll hang out off my belt, come down. I'll have tubes running into this to go on the outside of my thighs. I'm going to dress all this stuff up right now. I got to get some of this wedge hot glue. You see I just screwed it all together. I need this to be, it doesn't need to be much, but it'll sit right there. I think we can still see. And yeah, it should hide a bunch and then be able to distract from my leg movement. I'll be back to do some detailing. Well, all right. I have this made. It doesn't look like a whole lot because it's all funny colors, but I'll go put it in place and show y'all, but then I'm gonna prime it or Mod Podge it and let it dry and then prime it. All this is basically gonna be is a carrier for tubes, like so. So when you see it on the setup, I think I'm kind of running low on tubes at the moment, but you kind of see what I'm talking about, how it's gonna, because it's almost even with like my mid-thigh is how it's gonna break down, so it's really gonna throw off my human proportions. Yeah, it doesn't really look like much, but you can tell if I have 2 more tubes coming out here and wrapping into a block on my thigh, and 1 small tube leading up to connect to these tubes that'll go up into my other side. It should do a pretty good job of messing up that where my leg is compared to where everything else is. And it'll be done more gritty, dirty engine bay than the color of the body. Real basic paint job. Basically, I had dark still in my cup, so I painted some of the shadow lines, but it's nice. It adds a lot to it. Well, here's that piece with the basic black primer. See, I missed a few spots, but that's fine. But yeah, it looks like nothing, but it is. It's something. Well, here's the base color for that centerpiece. Turns out pretty nice. Might do some yellow and such on there, but it'll help break it up on the black, so you'll see that and you'll see some other colors. But yeah, not bad. I also, look, Mike, stencil or taping something off like you said I need to do. Well, I added more, but there's the basic piece I was showing you, just to block that much bit, but then that split loom, wire loom pieces in there, added dimension to the cogs, different patterning of the tubes. So I have 2 tubes on this side, 3 on that side, which is not a big deal, and then a little grate. Isn't it great? Yeah, for a piece that's going to be mainly blocked by everything else, I still wanted to take the time to put in the extra detail, because I like it. I have time to do it, so I'm going to. And this is going to be a piece that will hold all the other tubes that go off, and then it'll be velcroed to whatever else it needs to be. So this will be the main hub, so I don't have to try to stick all the holes in every time I move the suit on or off. I'm getting the thigh together so I can pull it off and then really get it assembling. But I am going to do something kind of neat, and you really can't see from that angle, but it's going to be cool. So something here will attach, something down here will attach, and it'll have a hydraulic looking piece. But right now I'm just securing this piece to this piece to this piece and driving in a few screws so I can pull off this top part of the thigh, get it all dressed up, and then I can start figuring out the rest of it. Until I have my attachment points for the rest of the leg, I can't really working down. So yeah, I'll switch it over and start getting that going. So I'm working with more of the EVA foam for the parts that are going to get bumped. Yeah, so that's going to be easy. It'll be mirrored on the other side. It'll have a cool kind of set back, like not even, but kicked in a little bit. And I have some details in there, but there's the general thigh plan. So I'll have this on here. I'll extend some pieces to cover up that connection. And then I'm deciding about running a whole beam down the whole top or leaving it hydraulic-ish and then just that as a casing and then some sort of larger knee establishment. I haven't got that far, but it's in the plan. So today I'm just going to be working on this. I'm basically going to try to make one whole thigh and get it all done before I start working on the other side. I have some of the key pieces, like this one I have cut out already, and the top piece, just so I can know I have enough materials. But yeah, I'll probably set up the time lapse and go for it. So yeah, that's how it'll fit in there.
Got minor detail on that side, because there's so much stuff that's going to be blocking the way. And yeah, so I just got to make another one of these at some point. I'm going to doll this up and get it primed. I think I have the geometry for the leg figured out, but just with oh, that just fell off. Like, I got a whole lot of motion at that bottom leg. I can pivot, and then this steps up. I think I've got it. Okay, that may have looked really rough, but from my point of view, it wasn't bad. So, there's a lot going on here. This is just a tube on a string, but it is the main. It doesn't axle. The only axle is this floppy one and this rigid little one. And this little rigid one really doesn't do a whole lot, I'm guessing. I had to put some screws in here. This currently is just a string going through these two. So that was attached, which might make it better, who knows. But not only that, nothing is glued yet as far as connections. But I'm kind of happy with that. I figured out some connections that are going to have to be this. Also, this whole leg piece might end up just being kind of always together. So all I got to do is put on the corner, put the pin in, hook up a string somewhere. I haven't quite figured out if I even need that or not. Once this is finished, this corner will attach to my thigh knee area somehow. So the support of the leg is from my leg and not from here.
Well, thank you for tuning in for that episode. Dude, I have been dreading that leg mechanic for so long. It's actually better now. Next episode we'll be doing the feet, and the way the foot ended up working had a perfect connection for that ankle, and it's perfect. But cool, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Post in comments. It's nice getting comments. It's a little dopamine. But yeah, cool. See you guys next time.